In this video, we will explore how to connect the express route circuit with provider. Let's get back to the same architecture that we used in the earlier video. Now, in this architecture, you can see that there is a partner edge, there is a Microsoft edge, and there is a customer network, right? What we did in the earlier video, we just deployed the express route circuit, which provides this particular capability. But the pipe that you see connected there at both the end, at the partner edge and the Microsoft edge, is not something we built. So if you look at end-to-end connectivity to the Azure services is a multi-phase approach. So this is the phase one to some extent. Then this is the phase two, this building the connection, from the partner to the express route circuit. Then this is a phase three, and this is a phase four. And then you might build this connectivity as well, which is something like a phase 5. So you can see that there are multiple phases in the end-to-end connectivity that you have to consider, and it's not something that you can do in one go. You have to build that sequentially. So definitely building this one is a key first. Okay, and we did that. So what is that we're going to do in this particular case? We're going to see how that partner ones looks like. So let's get on the portal, and we take the discussion further by looking into the express route circuit that we deployed. All right, this is that express route circuit. What is the thing that you need to understand in this particular case? The provider, okay, and the status. If you look at this, it says not provision. What it means, we haven't basically did the configuration for this express route circuit on the provider portal. Okay, so what is essential for us to understand this guy, which is a service key? This is what you need. So let's copy that. Okay, and almost like there is a big list, right? When you select the provider, when you deploy the express route circuit, you might have noticed the long list of provider, right? And we only selected Equinix. Okay, and every provider almost have their portal for doing the configuration and ordering the port and virtual devices, right, for connectivity. So what is that we're going to do? We basically get on the Equinix portal and see how that experience looks like. We may not be in a position to do that still, end to end. It's just because of, every time you do something with the provider, it will cost you. We don't want to get into that business. But my intention is to just help you to understand how that looks like, and then again, navigate you back on the Azure portal. What else that you need to do once you build and provision that particular circuit, right? So let's get on the provider portal. This is the Equinix provider portal. This is the home page. Once you log in, anyone can go ahead and basically sign up to this particular portal. Some big customer and enterprise do the single sign-on as well. We're not doing in this particular case, but there is a possibility to do with this particular portal single sign-on with your company identity management. Sometimes it is a need in some big organization when they extensively use the provider connectivity for their day-to-day operations, right? And the branch office connections actually. So here, what is essential, once you come to the portal, you just go ahead and create the connection. You choose yours, the provider. Service provider is basically the Azure. It looks like that. I got sign out. So let me get and sign in once again. All right. So let the things pop up on the portal, and we hit the connection once again. That's basically the portal, right? So how do you do that? Let's get to the fabric one, and you can see create connection option. So we hit the create connection option, and here you can choose a service provider. In our case is Azure, Microsoft Azure. Let's select that. We got that option here. Select the service, and here you get two options, right? Azure Express Route. Definitely this is the one that we are interested in because we're not dealing with any kind of government workload in this case. So we just go ahead and select this option. All right. Now, this is where you input the service key. All right. So, which is that service key? This is what I took it, copy paste, and added here, right? And it will give you some option, redundant, primary, secondary, something like that connection type. And you can see that I think by default that we getting is a redundant one. All right. On top, you can see some kind of fancy diagram coming, showing you how that connection looks like. And I think if we do primary, we just get one of them, right? So let's think about that. And then what we do, select the peering type. Depending on your workload, you might choose, and my understanding is that most of the organization would end up now doing both of them, which is a Microsoft peering and the private peering. In our case, think about like a Microsoft peering, just to understand that in detail. Choose it, you select the port, select the primary port. All right, we don't have any port, we have to order the port actually. So once you select the port here, once you order the port, you select the port here, and then you just build the connection. Okay, that is what that navigation looks like. We not in a position to do that because have to buy the port here. It's very easy to do this. Once that is done, that's where you can see this particular provider status is basically reflected as provision. And once that is done, it means now your express route circuit is connected with the provider. All right. That is a key to understand. And let's go back to the diagram once again. All right. So once we do that, this is what we're building with the express route circuit. Right. And now this one also you need to build. How do you build that? This is where we discuss the connectivity models, right, in the earlier videos. And there are 4 connectivity models that we discuss. And those 4 connectivity models were like a cloud exchange co-location, point-to-point Ethernet connections, any-to-any network, which is IPVPN. And my understanding, any-to-any networks is most popular because not all of them is close to the connectivity providers actually, right? And in that particular case, you get a kind of router from the partner, connectivity partner basically, and then you establish the connectivity from your premises to the partner edge, right? And once that is built, then there is a configuration that need to be done here. And what is that? This one. Let's go back to the portal once again and let me show you. So once that is done, this is where you come and basically do the configuration. All right. So you have to basically, specify the ASN, these details, VLAN and all that. And now you would be in a position to build both private and the Microsoft peering. Now, public is equivalent to the Microsoft peering these days. So mostly you would end up doing the private and the Microsoft peering connectivity here actually. So that way what happens, again going back to the diagram, you would be in a position to build this. So now you know how to deploy this circuit, you know how to build this line, you know what is to be done in this particular case, right? You know what is to be done, and then these things, based on your network connectivity, this is where your VPN gateway will come in picture, for the private connectivity. Here, your route filter will come in picture. So that is how you build that end-to-end express route connectivity, with the Azure using provider. That's all pretty much. I think you might have got some understanding now how to look into this, right? Once you deploy the express route circuit in the Azure.